Rifts and Dark Forest may be confirmed for Friday's update. Now, I got an interesting comment today from Tiny Queen, who said that Peely told her that he saw a rift, which brought me to my Discord server, where I asked them if they see these same dialogues, and Karana asked Frozen Fistix, and he mimed that a rift was opening up. Then Spidey Drew went and started asking his villagers, and his villager Blackheart said that we need to be worried about meteors hitting the sea. Now, this is crazy timing because yesterday we just got a leak that the Forge item would be coming to the game, and this was planned as a tier 2 upgrade to the metal smelter and would work on metals, which made a lot of people think that this would be working on titanium in LEGO Fortnite. And as we know, titanium was something that created brand new pickaxes, and even would help out when it comes to rift items. Now, that means you have to prepare as best as you can. So the first thing that I'm going to do is stock up on as much frostpine as I possibly can. You guys can see I have over 200 frostpine in my inventory, and I'll be getting much more than that. Now, another thing that you need to do is clear out your bases and make sure that you have as many iron bars as you can. I went back to my original base to grab as much materials as I can, because in the original leak with titanium axes, something that was able to make those was iron bars. So if this does in fact release into the game, then we know that we need iron and as much of it as we can to get as much iron bar for these titanium axes as possible. Now, I have a ton of iron stacked up, and I'm gonna go out and get even more. That way I can have a ton of titanium axes to then get some dark wood and anything else that's needed for these leaks. I do want to mention something as well before everybody jumps into the comment sections. When things are leaked, that means they are coming directly from the game files. The way that leaks really work is that they get added into the game files, and data miners then see those and they leak them to the public. Just because they're put into the game files does not mean that they will be published by Epic right now, as they do need to get tested. A lot of this stuff has been in their game files for months on end, so it is possible that we get these items on Friday, but it is not 100% confirmed, so take everything today with a grain of salt and don't get too excited for something that may not happen. Now, I am interested in what theories you guys have down in the comment section as to why all of the villagers are now talking the way that they are, and the files that were getting leaked to us definitely hint towards the Rift event and how you guys think it's going to work. My theory is really simple. I believe that they took away all of the rainbows and most of these special events for traveling. That way that in order to get to the Dark Forest biome, you're going to travel almost like the Nether in Minecraft and enter into a rift portal, which will bring you into this brand new world that has the Dark Forest biome and has the rift caves with all of the new monsters and everything just like that, which means that you could have this on a pre-existing world and you don't need to start from scratch. I believe that this is the only way that they could actually incorporate the Rift event and the Dark Forest biome. Now, I've shown this before, but the leaks that we have previously show off this Rift sword. We also have a Rift axe, a Rift pickaxe. We have a brand new item such as the hammer. And if all of these things release in game, it is truly going to change the dynamic of the game entirely, making these the brand new best weapon in the entire game, and it's not even close. Even the titanium stuff that you obtain simply by using those iron ore or iron bars is really going to make this game so much better for every single one of us. Now, the hammer almost seems useless at this point because we are getting a titanium and a rift pickaxe, but the way that the hammer was designed and titled is that it will work better on rocks in the game. I don't know if that means it'll do better splash damage than the pickaxe, but nonetheless, this is still a cool new feature added into the game. Now, we've heard about the catapult potentially coming in this update. We have heard nothing about the cannon yet, except the fact that it is in the brand new raft survival that is added into the mini games. Although it's not this one, it does demonstrate cannons and them being used in the mini game. Now, especially seeing the way that we add those cords or we're able to create those fishing lines, we may see the addition of the zip line finally dropping in the game. Now, if we get this rift and we also get the Dark Forest biome, we should see an addition of new creatures. creatures. On screen right now is the first look at the Rift shell crab that I broke down before, and it looks like it can rift out of the way, which is really unique. You also have the dark forest or the rift wolves, which could be found in caves or just roaming around the dark forest. And finally, a brand new creature being the horn beetle, which also fits in perfectly with the dark forest biome. Now, even if we don't get the rift biome or the dark forest biome in the game on Friday, that is 100% okay. I've mentioned this a few times when it comes to LEGO Fortnite. They're taking the game slow because they don't want their game to die off like every other game has that puts all of their content out to start the game and then doesn't have the material to update later on. I know a lot of people think that LEGO has died because there's not enough updates, but the beauty is they can always drop an update that will bring people back. Other games don't really have that access, or they don't have that extra content that's stored away like what Epic has, which is honestly genius by Epic. And if we do get this biome and everything here on Friday, that's going to be huge for a second season of LEGO Fortnite. Now, I know what every single one of you guys is thinking. How can I prepare for the Rift biome or the Dark Forest biome with those Rift caves and different creatures? What can I do to get ready if this actually happens? Well, the first thing that you could do is build up your village like I've previously said. But the second thing that you can do is make sure that you have a large amount of every single material in the game and make sure that it's organized. Like, I just have my little deck right here for fishing, but I have it very organized. When it comes to my actual base inside, that is also extremely well organized. And that's something that every single person that's playing this game needs to have, is a ton of items for this next update if it comes out as big as we expect it to, and make sure that it is all as organized as you could possibly have it. I have a few things that aren't organized, but what I'm doing for the rest of the day is making sure that my base and everything I have is completely stacked to the grills. Another thing that you should be doing is going in and making sure that you're marking all of your caves and having everything ready to go when it comes to that. We have absolutely no idea what is coming on Friday or what is confirmed for Friday just yet, and because of that, we never know when we're going to need the items or the things that are inside of these caves. A few videos ago, I went ahead and I showed you guys how to not only label your caves for fast travel, but also how to ensure that you always know your way in and out of snow biome and dry valley caves, which are extremely hard to travel in. So make sure that you guys are using all of the tips and tricks that I go over with you guys. That way, when this event does drop, you guys are already ahead of the curve and have absolutely every single thing that you guys need on release day. Now, please don't get mad at me if none of this actually drops in the game on Friday. I'm simply using the context clues and the things that we're seeing out of Epic leading up to Friday's release of a brand new update. I hope we get all of this stuff added into the game, but if we don't, I hope we at least get some of these things added into the game to continue the excitement and the longevity of LEGO Fortnite.